Alright, hello and welcome back, everyone. Welcome back, young Jedi. Are you ready for Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order? And before I actually get into the game, I just wanted to mention, I think I mentioned last time that I am using KeyMander. I'm playing on the Xbox, but I'm using KeyMander. And these are some of the settings that I have that seem to work pretty well for me. I don't know, I'm still not 100% happy with the way that the controls are set up. The way the view and the turning and stuff like that is, but unfortunately it's not really like Jedi Academy as much as I would like to have hoped, but hopefully I'll get used to it. I don't think I've ever played a game quite like this before, at least as far as turning goes, but I don't know. We'll gonna give it a try anyways, of course. So a lot of people use WASD. I don't use the W for forward. I use S and X for forward and back. I save the W for my generally interacting with things, opening doors and so forth. And then so I got ASDX here, and then running, which this should be running, or sprinting is going to be my left shift. Doesn't work yet. I'm hoping in some point in the future there'll be, I don't know, maybe it's actually going to be a force ability, I'm not sure. And then this is my right stick, pressing down the right stick button. I got the letter C. That's the thing I had difficulty with in the last episode. I had forgotten which key on the keyboard I had assigned it to, and that's going to be, I guess it's going to be slow. I don't know. I think that's a force ability that'll be coming up. And then I got to my right trigger is going to be my mouse button. That by default was not set up for attack. I don't know why they didn't have it set up for attack, but they had it set up for something else. I think it was climb actually, or something like that. But then I got my left trigger as the right mouse button. I think it's going to be a force attack. And then I got force pull and force push as my Q, and which is the right button, and the letter E is my Y button, and the Y is going to be for force pull. When I played Jedi Academy, that's the buttons I had set up for that, so I kind of wanted to keep that same setup with the Q and the E. Force push and force pull, and like I said, my left button, the caps locks button, that's gonna be what's that? Let's take a look here. Caps lock. That's the left button. So okay, it's gonna be a parry or block, which I don't think you can use quite yet. I've not been able to use it yet. I guess maybe that's when you have a lightsaber and you wanna do some sort of a block or parry with your lightsaber. Okay, so the force push is gonna be the letter E, which I have set up for the letter Y. W, like I said, that's interacting with things, opening doors and so forth. The letter Z is my B button. That's going to be for, I guess that's for evade or dodge. Normally I have it for crouch. And then my space bar is for jump, which I have set up for the letter A right now. And then of course I've got these buttons here set up, left enter, home, backspace. I just try and keep those. And then there's a healing thing, which is the top. I have that set to the letter H. The numbers 1 and 2 on my keyboard are for single blade, double blade. And then the letter F is going to be with droid interaction. My sensitivity, I experimented around with it. These seem to be pretty good with my particular mouse. I've got my dead zone settings out pretty far. This game seems like this game set up where you have a pretty wide dead zone for the controller, And then my sensitivity, my in-game acceleration. You can't turn very fast in this game, doesn't seem. So I have this maxed out, and my diagonal acceleration, which I don't even know how much this is going to come into play, but I've got this set up as 80%. And I like invert vertical mouse movement. I've just always played games that way. It comes from having played flight simulators like X-Wing, and in those games, generally pushing down on the joystick or on the mouse makes you go, or pushing forward makes you go down, and pulling back makes you go up, kind of like if you're flying an actual airplane. So that's why I have that set up, and I don't have anything set up for my curve settings. And I don't think there's any macros to speak of in this game. Didn't seem that way anyways, so I generally don't use macros too much anyways. So those are my settings for my KeyMander. Let's get some of the action started. Make sure, let me just get this set up correctly. I got, much more importantly, I've got my Starbucks Frappuccino. Delicious. I might lose track of time in these episodes, but I'm really going to try and keep them as close to 20 to 30 minutes as possible. Maybe in between different missions and so forth. This, I guess kind of unfortunately, doesn't seem like it's going to be like a Jedi Academy. In Jedi Academy, you have skill progression. You put skill points into various force powers and force abilities, and you gain power that way. This game seems like it's going to be all about your ability, your personal ability to attack, dodge, and parry, use force abilities. And I guess that's kind of good. You know, it means that your ability to succeed isn't going to depend on how many skill points you've got in a certain skill. It's going to depend upon your personal ability to play well. So that'll be interesting. I don't know if I've played a game quite like that too much. Most of the games I've played Dying Light and games like that where you do put skill points into various things. This apparently is not going to be like that, so that'll be kind of good. Also, the other big difference, I'm pretty sure that you're only going to have a lightsaber to attack with. There's not going to be any picking up a weapon, picking up a laser blaster or anything like that. No grenade launchers. That was a nice feature I liked in Jedi Academy. So I'm hoping I'm not going to miss that too much. I guess it looks like it's going to be all lightsaber stuff. And of course, I'm going to be missing the first-person perspective. It's pretty close to first-person. It's not a true first-person, not really a big major third-person game either. So, all right. So I guess I'm gonna just look around and go around, see what I can see. Also heard there's going to be a lot of puzzle solving too and stuff like that, so it's not going to be all combat and action. We'll see. Kind of dark in here. I do have my gamma setting, my brightness setting kind of low. I might turn it up depending upon how these videos turn out, but it's pretty dark on my screen. I did it the way it said, you know, where the symbol is only barely visible, but I don't know, we'll see.
Prof, wait up.
Really dark in here.
Where are you going?
Leading you into a trap. times am I going to do this? Spooky.
Mark well and listen.
Master.
Trust only in the Force.
Train has stopped.
Yeah, something's going on.
Everybody up. Identification ready. Move out and line up.
Probably just another contraband inspection.
Is this all of them?
Yes, second sister.
We seek a dangerous fugitive. This is no common anarchist, but a devotee of the treasonous Jedi Order. Failure to turn over this traitor will result in a charge of sedition. Turn yourself in, or everyone present shall face summary execution.
I think it's time someone came forward. I've been working on this heap a long time. Way before the war. We refit and rebuilt ships. Best in the galaxy. Then came the Empire. And engineers became scrappers. The workers, they just started getting worked.
Prof.
We all know the truth. We're just too afraid to say it. To the Empire, we're all just expendable.
Yes, you are.
No!
Look at this, a lightsaber.
I found the Jedi!
What's that? Checking out the disturbance.
Oh, that hurts.
Hold it. Don't move. How'd you get here?
Easy now.
Got a stowaway.
Hey, you don't need to call...
Enemy!
So attack is basic command. I don't have a dual lightsaber yet. That's parry. Evade. Don't have force pull and force push yet.
Hear that over the comm? Jedi? Stay sharp. It won't get past us. The traitor! Blast him! Come on, hit him! There he goes! Is it just me? Contact confirmed. Shoot to kill. Whole squad is down.
So I guess I can just... So I'm just kind of...
Enemy here! Hit him already!
So can I just do this infinitely, I guess?
You should shoot! I'm gonna seal the cargo door. All right. I'll break your guard.
Still trying to get used to this, but I'm definitely taking some damage here. Get up here. What am I supposed to do? Jump? Oh. Guess I'm just supposed to walk out here.
One way out.
Now the other area that I climbed on this thing, this was very easy. Didn't really even have to balance yourself or anything.
Gotta keep moving.
Controls are definitely a little shaky.
I chose to rest instead. That's how I prepare.
That's how you prepare for death. Rest when you're dead, Stormtrooper.
Target lock, switch targets. So target lock, switch targets. Let me check my settings here. Yeah, right stick. sprint. Oh, I got it. Okay.
Hostile approaching!
I knew it would end like this. I knew this was a bad idea. Plastic coward.
Oh, got me.
It's
Okay.
over. But just when things were getting fun.
Okay, so you can block attacks from any direction while blocking. Alright. A little tricky. Combat's a little tricky here. I don't know if it just because I'm on the mouse and keyboard, but just try and get used to how much I can parry, how much I can't.
Look alive! I can't land a hit!
Don't just stand there, do something! Ha! Ha! I did it!
Figure out how just how much I can do. Trying to evade here, but it just isn't working.
Stay down!
See, this is just kind of.
Dangerous assignment.
If it was more of a first-person type of perspective, I think I could be doing much better, but it's really not. Because sometimes he's looking kind of like at me, so to speak, whereas instead, you know, most first-person games, I'm out looking out through their eyes, so that whole evade thing isn't really working all that well. This, which is, oh. So it's this thing right here. I might have to switch my keys on that. I've got that set up to the letter Z, but I'm not going to be able to do that very effectively.
Eyes up! Don't let him run! Smash him! Someone else attack him!
Alright, so... Ah, see?
I can't hit him!
It's not letting me...
Almost down.
Oh no. Now he looks mad.
Okay. So see, I'm trying to evade, but it's just... The evade thing just isn't really working so well with this perspective. So I guess I'm just gonna have to just try and block. Unless I switch to a different key. And then the parry isn't gonna be all that easy either, because it can't move while parrying. When I try and hold up the whole parry thing, that's about as much as I can do. See, and then he turns this way. See, I don't want to turn around. I'm trying to go forward. This whole movement system is just awkward.
Something over there.
An Stay back. Just stay back. You're too quick.
Okay, so I've only got a certain amount of block stamina. Okay. 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 Well, that's good to know.
Run from us. Right on target. Lucky move.
Ugh, see?
I did it.
This whole thing is just so awkward. This whole movement thing is just awkward.
Just need one hit. I won't back down.
Just gonna keep practicing on these guys for a little bit.
I needed that.
Ah,
Stay down.
that whole evade button just isn't working at all. Because it doesn't go in the direction that I want it. He doesn't evade in the direction I want him to. And then it's like he ends up looking at me. I don't want him to look at me. I want him to look at the guy I'm fighting. Oh well. Alright, so I just gotta forget the whole evade thing, I guess. And just go more with the block. I don't know what good this is gonna be.
Get him. Oh, okay. Smash him.
Wow.
You have to deal with me now.
I don't know what I did wrong there.
How many hits does it take? You chose the wrong stormtrooper.
I guess jumping doesn't help so much in this either. Trying to jump over them or jump out of the way, that doesn't seem to work. Sorry if this is a little boring, but I'm just trying to get used to these controls.
Enemy located. Does not look good.
See? See, it just isn't.
Do this with Dia. Help!
I don't know why it's not letting me attack. What the heck?
I hope he's down for good.
My parrying isn't parrying. Well, it wasn't blocking any of those attacks. Hold to block enemy attacks except red unblockable attacks. Okay. Just before an enemy's attack hits. Oh, okay. So you gotta do it right before the enemy's attack. And double press to roll. See what happens here.
Did you hear that too?
Enemy! Enemy here!
Not sure what that was, but
Spot on!
oh, got me.
Stay on you! You're not getting out of this! You'll slip eventually.
I don't know what happened there. I don't know why that's. I don't know why that's not working.
Just stand still. You're too quick. You're getting weak. You're quick, I'll give you that. I thought you were supposed to be a Jedi Knight.
Well, it's a little tricky. I don't know. I just wish the turn left, turn right was the same as Jedi Academy. You change your camera angle, but not the direction your character is facing. So that makes things just 100% more awkward. I don't know why they did that. It doesn't make any sense. But so it's like I'm trying to turn to face my enemy, but instead the camera turns, and I'm not facing my enemy at that point.
Someone might be back there.
It's the Jedi. He can't beat all of us.
I don't know if I'm so crazy about all those little.
Keep dodging, I'm not giving up. I won't back down. More coming. We've almost got him. I'll drop you.
I don't know why that's not working.
I'll break your guard.
Why isn't he attacking?
Just need one hit.
I don't know why he wasn't
Like to tell my
attacking.
commanders.
Just standing there. All right, one more, and then I'll just continue onward. See how the thing that makes it really awkward is you turn, but he's not turning. That's what makes it really awkward. So I'm facing in this direction, but he's not. So when I go to evade, he evades instead of what I would think would be a normal direction, he goes backwards like that. I didn't want him to go backwards. I actually would prefer that he goes forward. This is just... the whole thing is just awkward.
Jedi, form up!
Attack him, quickly! That's it. It's all over now. Stay on you. Stop trying to flee. Hold still.
Just trying different things.
Don't break your guard.
Any more? Right. Alright, so use the force on objects with a blue outline. Okay, before I go any further, let's start a new recording. I will be right back. Guess I'm gonna try to keep these at... I'm gonna try 20-30 minutes. This one's a little longer because I did a little explaining of different things in the beginning there. Okay, I will be right back.